Choir, stand by the church of which his membership, and he served, worship and praise until the Lord called him. We will come in that order, and then we will proceed from the Homeward shout, Homeward singing.
The curtain of memory was drawn. Across the stage of life walked a young, unmarried, preaching girl. I am that girl, a Brennan girl. More than 50 years ago, more than half a century ago, evangelist Eliakim Ferguson pastored the Church of God of Prophecy in Gambia. His family was young, as was he. Matriarch Dorcas was faithfully there, praying and encouraging. Revival after revival, after revival, after revival, after revival. This girl preached, and preached. In Gambia, when no one else wanted to go, they said Gambia was behind God's back. Behind God's back is a good place to be. To me, it indicates that he is leading. Back then, revival ran for at least 2 weeks, with one solitary preacher, not 2 days with multiple speakers. I have a memory of my father, the late Howard Garfield Brennan. When our brother Jonathan was able to drive and I had to preach in Gambia, Daddy would say to Jonathan, "Put on some clothes and go with your sister. Don't let her go all the way out there by herself." Jonathan would chauffeur me. Our sister Bernadette, who died April 2016, used to hold and take care of the little Ferguson children, keeping them quiet during the services. Those were the days when parents brought their children and their homework to church. I believe their grades were good. Many fell asleep in God's house. Some, perhaps not the Fergusons, may have even been left in church inadvertently. For services hardly came out before 10:30 p.m., 11 p.m., and at times 12 midnight and after. For as long as someone was praying through, people stayed and tarried with them. In his professional life, there was John Bull. Whenever I went to John Bull, be it Bay Street or Palmdale, he was very accommodating. Who could have known that one of them would have married one of us? Reginald, their firstborn, married Gloria, our 7th sibling. So his lovely granddaughters, Sherelle, Mrs. Carroll, and Regia, Gia, and his winsome grandson, Reginald II, Reggie, are my nieces and nephew. Thank God for family. Take care of your family, they will take care of you. I speak experientially. Pastor Philip gives free access to national evangelism and home missions for meetings at the mini-street facilities. After the building and dedication of Soldier Road, during the tenure of Colonial Overseer Bishop Alvin S. Moss, it was my lot to run the first revival. Bishop Cephas Ferguson became the first pastor. I believe Alfred Moss and then Leon Cox were next. Then came Eliakim Ferguson. The frequency of my revivals continued during his pastorate. By this time, early 70s, I was a young ministering wife and mother. Whenever I was in revival in Soldier Road, my parents, the late Howard and Viola Brennan, would wrap baby Nat up snugly and send Jonathan from our East Street homestead to bring him to Soldier Road to me. Many, many, many a night they waited in the parking lot. Johnny would put the baby in my car and follow me to South Beach, making sure we were in safely. Nat, our only child, died Tuesday, October 5th, 2010, in the plane crash in Lake Hulan. Bishop Eliakim Ferguson was ordained in that group of ministers in which was also my husband, Bishop Clarence N. Williams. They wore clergy attire, purple shirt and white collar, starting a trend in the Church of God of Prophecy. Bishop Bryce H. Thompson, Bishop Bryce Hapgood Thompson was the national overseer. Approximately 2 weeks ago, I accompanied La Gloria to Princess Margaret Hospital to see her father-in-law. He was fast asleep when we got there. I prayed and anointed his forehead. The Gloria did not wish to leave just then, so I sat in the chair beside his bed. After about 15 minutes, his daughter, Nurse Pearline, came. In time, he woke up. He was glad to see us. We talked. His conversation was directed towards heaven. We sang, "'Tis so sweet to trust in Jesus," then prayed. After lingering for a few more minutes, we left on a joyous note. He called me daughter. This peaceful patriarch has left a lasting legacy. God bless Mother Dorcas and family. You all have done well. The Brennan and Williams families are praying for you. For our light affliction, which is but for a moment, worketh for us a far more exceeding eternal weight of glory. For in this we groan, earnestly desiring to be clothed upon with our house which is from heaven. For we know that if our earthly house of this tabernacle were dissolved, we have a building of God, an house not made with hands, eternal in the heavens. Hallelujah. Resquiescat in Pashte. Shalom.
I join in giving thanks to the Lord for the opportunity to speak in honor of a man who became a father and mentor to me over the years of my existence. I recall Bishop Eliakim Ferguson, and for us in Meadow Street, I'm not sure where the name came from, but we knew him as Eliakim. And from my earliest formation, I recognized him as a family man. And I vividly recall Pearline saying to me how she was so blown away, fascinated, that her father was able to take a Kentucky chicken snack and gave every one of his children and his wife a portion of 2 pieces of chicken and French fries. She said to me, Hulan, and that's how she referred to me, Hulan, my daddy was able to take little things and to bless all of us in the family. I remembered him in my earliest formation as a disciplinarian. He took no foolishness, and he did not suffer fools gladly. He was a godly man. He was firm, and he was highly ethical. It was a characteristic trait that he took even into the workplace. I know because the organization I represented did official work with his company. In our local church in Meadow Street, when he went to preach, Bishop Nathaniel Benamy then was the pastor, and he was not a bishop, so he was Pastor B. And when Bishop Eliakim went to preach, it was not uncommon for him to preach for an hour and a half, sometimes 2 hours on a Sunday. The sweat would be dripping, and he would preach and preach. And this would come about after clapping, as they refer to it, the cymbals, during song service, prayer service, and testimony with the likes of Clayton Wilson. And then he also drove the church's bus and would come and collect my grandmother, myself, and my uncle from Roll Avenue and would take us to Meadow Street. And this man was such a tremendous person that even after he went from Meadow Street by appointment to Gambia, Bishop Eliakim would come and pick me up on a Tuesday evening and take me to Gambia with my snare drum. And I would beat my drum during the youth ministry. My Aunt Flossie at that time was the youth director, or what they referred to back then as the VLB leader in Gambia. And then when he couldn't come, my aunt and her husband Jack would take me and Clee into Gambia, and we would have fellowship with the saints in Gambia. Then Bishop Eliakim became not only a mentor but a friend. You see, his son Philip and I are personal friends. And after retiring from the pastorate, Bishop Eliakim thought it not robbery to come and sat under the ministry, or sit under the ministry of Philip and myself. And I remember vividly when he came to Meadow Street, Bishop Eliakim said to me, I have retired from pastoral ministry. Don't call me to get benediction. I and don't call me to do things just to use me. I am here. It is you and Philip's time, and I want you all to run the church. Don't worry about me. I knew then that this man was greater than I thought he was. He was not intimidated. He was not to feel as if it was something of an offense for him to sit under my ministry, Philip, his son's ministry. I remember him with fond affection for these things that he taught me. And then, in his sickness, I had occasions, Valerie and myself, to either go to the house or to the hospital. Mother Dorcas Cox is perhaps one of the most dedicated wives that has ever existed. One time, Val and I were at the house in the back room, Phil, and I said to Mother Dorcas she was going to lift him and to put him to prop him up properly. And I said, Mother Dorcas, let me do this. And she said to me, you can do it now, but when you're not here, I will do it myself. And you know what I said to her? I said, well, Mother Dorcas, you yourself may not be 100% well. She said, you know what my prayer is, Bishop? That God will keep me strong enough and healthy enough to take care of my husband as long as he lives. And I hugged her and I said, what a woman, what a woman. Your mother is a woman of sterling character. She's an outstanding person. And this family is blessed to call her matriarch. Then we went to the hospital to visit him. At the hospital, Shirley met my friend. I met my friend there, Pauline. Pauline was taking care of her father as if he was a child. And Eliakim became allergic to the fact that Ronald and I were there, and Eliakim said, I am so happy to see you. He said, I am ready to go to heaven because we've trained you young people and you're ready to take over the church and to do God's will. And he said, I'm only here waiting for the Lord to take me. I saw a man in the hospital who was not broken by life, a man who was not broken by sickness, diseases, or disabilities. I saw a man who was more focused on heaven than anything else. I thought I came to encourage him. I left with my head high, and I left encouraged because here was a soldier of the cross, a man's man, a preacher's preacher, who was showing me how to die with godly dignity. I thank God for this rich legacy. He didn't die bitter. He didn't die angry with this church. He didn't die angry with the leadership of this church. He died victoriously. I celebrate that today. And I close when I say this. The dignity that he displayed, the remarkable life that he lived, is what I commend to all of his children. I listened to Reg, and I listened to Shubrel as we sat, as we waited for the officials to come and to deal with his body. And through tears, Shubrel said, I said, Shubrel, I'm watching you, and this death seemed to have had a significant impact on you. And Shubrel looked at me, tears streaming down her face. She said, Bishop Hulan, he was my only confidant. She said, I did nothing in life unless I spoke to my grandfather. You know what resonated with me, Phil? The disparity between her age and his age, and she was bringing youth and age together And I said, what a man, even in death, this man is sending a message to younger people. And so I salute this family on behalf of my wife Valerie, to you, my friend, to Mother Dorcas, to this entire family. I salute you all. We extend condolences to Wilfred and the others. We love you, we appreciate you, and we pray that the Almighty God will continue to keep you and buttress you in every side. He's absent from this body, present with the Lord. Amen.
Let's thank the Lord. Could we do that again? For more than one reason I say let's thank the Lord, because Paleki is in the presence of the Lord. And that's exactly what we are about here today. And that is when we know that somebody, we have delivered them in the presence of the Lord, then we have done our job. Amen. To our bishops, Bishop Frank, Grace Thompson, his dear wife, and to Bishop Organa Brahman and his dear wife. Of course, this college of bishops, I greet every one of you, all of our pastors here today. To see the love that you're showing towards our dear brother, Bishop Eliakim, Ferguson, and his family. I thought about one way, and that is, I said, you know, I could talk here long here today, but all what you all can talk is the truth. So I don't need to go all over that no more, rehearse that. But one thing I will say, we must recognize that a prince has fallen among us. See, mouth can talk anything, but when you live it, and no one could dispute it, then we recognize that, listen, is the truth and nothing but the truth. Sister Barbara, you read over some things that I had to say, and I don't need to say no more, because the truth is the truth. There were 6 bishops, and Bishop Thompson, and one deacon. Remember, it was 7. In 1996, stood on this pulpit and was ordained. He was among them. He was one of them. I don't want you to get no idea. Don't start counting among them 6. That's all I'm trying to tell you. But I want us to understand one thing. When a man is faithful in his duty, Bishop, I visited our dear Bishop several times in the hospital. I met you there sometimes, giving him communion and all of that. So I feel I know I can do my job. But there was always something connect us. When he came down to Tabernacle Road, when I served there as the interim pastor, him and his dear wife, Sister Dorcas, that's a sweet woman, boy. I want you to know that. You ain't to see him without her. You ain't to see him without her. Bishop Delamo, Lakeview, in the food store. That's our meeting place. Few times you'll meet them without the wife. But I'm here to tell you know what caused me and Eliakim to be connected? It was one signature line he had: stay connected. That was the word he had. Every time we meet, when I go in the hospital, they say, all I had to say, no matter me, those stay connected. Once I say stay connected, and you're awake, well alert. I'm saying those words will stick with me until I die. Because there is a message in that. If you not stay connected, that's all we have. Stay connected to Christ. And yes, Sister Barbara, absent from this body, you present with the Lord. So I say to Mother Dorcas and all the children, you grandchildren make me feel good. You all make me feel good. You make me feel that, listen, here was a man that stay connected to his grandchildren, knowing the fact that, listen, what I plant in them, everybody else will see it. Everybody will see it. God bless you. God bless you, Sister Dorcas. Thank you for taking care of that man. You did a very good job. You did an awesome job. God bless you. God bless you. On behalf of my wife and the churches here in New Providence, we're praying for you and we continue to pray for you. That when the roll is called up yonder, we can see him again.